The power of acceptance in stopping overthinking. The power of acceptance in stopping overthinking. Overthinking is like quicksand. The more we struggle within it, the deeper we sink. It disguises itself as productivity, yet steals our presence and clarity. The power of acceptance in stopping. It's a small reminder, but one with the power to shift your entire inner world. Acceptance is not just an act, it's a sacred practice. It invites us to meet our wounds with tenderness, our fears with courage, and our imperfections with love. Have you ever caught yourself lost in a maze of thoughts, replaying a conversation from last week, worrying about something that hasn't even happened, questioning every decision you've made today? If so, you're not alone. Overthinking is something we all experience, but few truly understand, and fewer still know how to escape it. But what if the answer isn't in trying harder to silence your thoughts? What if the real path to peace is something far simpler, yet far more powerful? That answer is acceptance. Acceptance isn't just a word, it's a way of living, a spiritual invitation to stop resisting life as it unfolds. In a world that constantly tells us to strive, fix, and perfect, acceptance whispers, just be. The more we practice acceptance, the more we create space for growth, for compassion, and for serenity. Overthinking's like quicksand. The more we struggle within it, the deeper we sink. It disguises itself as productivity, yet steals our presence and clarity. 1. The trap of overthinking. Overthinking is seductive. It makes us believe we're being responsible, thorough, smart. But beneath that illusion lies exhaustion. We replay, analyze, imagine, worry. The mind spins stories like a spider weaving webs, each one more tangled than the last. We think overthinking will save us from pain, but often it only amplifies it. It pulls us out of the present and traps us in a limbo of past regrets and future fears. The more we think, the further we drift from peace. What makes overthinking truly dangerous is that it feels familiar. It feels like us. But the truth is, we are not our thoughts. We are the awareness behind them. And that awareness has the power to choose stillness. It loops endlessly until we interrupt the pattern with mindful awareness and self-compassion. Overthinking is like quicksand. The more we struggle within it, the deeper we sink. It disguises itself as productivity, yet steals our presence and clarity. 2. Acceptance. The quiet strength. Acceptance is not weakness. It's not passive resignation. It is a deep inner strength, one that holds space for discomfort without letting it control us. To accept is to stop fighting what is. It is the recognition that while we may not choose every circumstance, we can choose how we meet it. And in that choice, we find freedom. When we accept, we say to life, I trust you. I trust that even this too belongs. Even this moment, however painful, is part of the path. That trust opens the door to peace. Acceptance does not demand that we enjoy what hurts. It simply asks that we stop pretending it shouldn't exist. The more we practice acceptance, the more we create space for growth, for compassion, and for serenity. Acceptance is not just an act, it's a sacred practice. It invites us to meet our wounds with tenderness, our fears with courage, and our imperfections with love. 3. How acceptance stops overthinking. The root of overthinking is resistance. Resistance to uncertainty, to pain, to not having control. When we resist, we fuel the mind's frantic need to fix, plan, and predict. But when we accept, the engine stalls, the mind quiets, the need to fix dissolves. Suddenly, we're no longer trapped in stories. We're here, in this breath, in this moment. Acceptance tells the nervous system, you're safe now. And when we feel safe, we stop clinging to thoughts for protection. Instead, we begin to rest in presence. The more we practice acceptance, the more we create space for growth, for compassion, and for serenity. Overthinking is like quicksand. The more we struggle within it, the deeper we sink. It disguises itself as productivity, yet steals our presence and clarity. Fourth, practices to cultivate acceptance. Radical acknowledgement. When a painful thought arises, name it gently. Fear is here. Breath awareness. When you feel overwhelmed, return to the breath. Inhale presence, exhale resistance. Mirror compassion. Look at yourself as you would a child, confused, learning, and worthy of love. Mantra meditation. Use simple phrases like, let it be, or this moment is enough. Journaling for release. Write freely without censoring. Give your thoughts space to leave your mind. These practices are not quick fixes, but they are profound invitations to healing. The more we practice acceptance, the more we create space for growth, for compassion, and for serenity. Acceptance is not just an act, it's a sacred practice. It invites us to meet our wounds with tenderness, our fears with courage, and our imperfections with love. 5. The deep peace of letting go. Imagine your mind like a tightly clenched fist, grasping, controlling, fearing. Acceptance is the hand that gently opens it. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean you don't care. It means you've stopped carrying what was never meant to be held so tightly. Peace is not found in perfection. It is found in presence. And presence becomes possible when we accept life, not as we wish it to be, but as it is. The more we practice acceptance, the more we create space for growth, for compassion, and for serenity. Acceptance is not just an act, it's a sacred practice. It invites us to meet our wounds with tenderness, our fears with courage, and our imperfections with love. If your heart feels lighter after hearing these words, know that you're already on the path. Acceptance is not a destination. It is a way of walking, a way of breathing, a way of remembering who you truly are beneath the noise. Subscribe to Buddhist scriptures for more content on mindfulness, inner healing, and ancient Buddhist wisdom made practical for modern life. Let us walk together, one mindful breath at a time.